Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So, I've been stressed out, people. Stressed out. I hate to even admit it, but call me human. But yeah, with school, it's really interesting. I'm a teacher. In case you don't know, I'm a teacher. And it takes me at least an hour to get to school, at least an hour to get home. And while I'm at school, it's about 10 hours, not even kidding. So that is about 12 of my 24 hours. No wonder, like a lot of you superheroes, I am not up at 4 a.m. and in bed by 9 o'clock, right? Yeah. Yet, I do pray for balance, and I'm not there yet. The power of yet. But anyway, I was just like super stressed out. And what were the signs? Because they'll say like either stress or lack of sleep. Well, one thing is my husband kept trying to comfort me because I was talking so much in my sleep and groaning and moaning in my sleep. And that's always a sign. Then he had to wake me up because I was grinding. Luckily, I had my Invisalign in, which I wear to bed. But you could hear the rubber grinding, right? And so I knew I was grinding my teeth. These are like all signs. Things are getting crazy. And then this was classic. So, of course, I have to take my Invisalign out when I wake up so that I can eat breakfast. Then I try and put it back in. And I literally, from the bathroom and having that set of Invisalign in my hands to the kitchen with my intention of putting them in my lunch kit, all of a sudden, like, I don't even know if I slipped a brain cell or went to sleep and it was sleepwalking. I don't know what happened. But all of a sudden, I'm like cutting my food and I'm stepping on one of my Invisalign. And I'm like, wait, what? Okay. How did I lose my intention from the bathroom to the kitchen, which is about, 30 feet? So that was bad. Okay, so even worse, I found the top one because I was stepping on it. I looked everywhere for the bottom one to no avail. And I always keep the last set of, I want to say trays, but I guess retainers. I always keep the last set in case something happens to the current set because presumably I can't fit into the next set because my teeth haven't tightened enough yet. But anyway, so I didn't panic and I did put it out to the angels to help me find it, but I looked everywhere to no avail. So my husband comes home and I'm like, hon, if you happen to come upon a pair of Invisalign, somehow I misplaced it. He found them in the fridge. In the fridge, okay? How in the world? Wow. Now, granted, I go into the fridge to get the dog's food, the pig food. Like, oh, God, I just can't even believe it. So that was kind of like one sign. And then this was it. And I still have to teach Saturday school tomorrow. Have a boundary, Juliana. I just don't know how to have a boundary when so many teachers are having COVID, when so many students are out, and just the few who remain are willing to participate. And I had 40 students today, and I've had, between 10 and 15 all week in addition to my own. So, yeah, it's a little stressed out. Sidebar, look at my little silver apple earrings. An apple for the teacher, like nothing makes me happier, seriously. Yeah, I bought them for myself, but that's okay, because I'm a teacher. Anyway, though, so then I was on my way home, and I had to get gas for my car. That's totally... Okay, I'm going to calm down because you know me. If I'm overtired, I will be giggling. Other people get cranky. I get giggling. Anyway, one time I was in LAX, and I may have told this story before, but I was in LAX and I was super stressed out. I just left from visiting Dale, who wasn't my husband yet, in Texas, and I was just really distraught, and I was like processing everything, and I was in the restroom, and I came out of the restroom. And I see a kid, like a boy, like 12 years old. And my first thought was, you poor thing, your mom still makes you go. You know where this is going. Your mom still makes you come into the girls' bathroom. You're 12. And as I'm saying this in my heart, you're all of a sudden like a horror show. I start seeing urinals hanging on the wall. And I realize it's not the kid. He's wondering why the heck this woman is in the guy's restroom. Oh my. And me getting out of there, and it's got like these double like turnarounds where people come, guy. Me. Brilliant. Okay, so this is in line with that. So here I am at the gas station, and I need to fill up my car. And okay, you know, there's the pad where you put in your card, and then it comes up and it says, "Is this debit?" or la la la. And there's the little buttons on the side where you can say, you know, yes, no, whatever. And yes, I still have my cut thumb. It's getting much better already, thanks to our healthy vegan diet. All right. So it has little dots where you can say yes, no, la la la. And then of course down below is the pad where you put in the numbers and actually enter things like a PIN. Sorry, so I come upon this, and I'm standing there, and I put in my card, and it says, pull it out real quick, I'm all good. Is this a debit? Yes, I can do that. Well, then I couldn't really see because of the sun, and I'm like trying to see it, and I can't really see it. And I'm like, okay, that's not only way past lame that I can't see it at the angle of this, but why is there no way to put in my debit? Okay, so I'm standing there. I tried 3 times in a row. I'm panicking because I'm thinking, please don't be charging my card or seeing my card. So by all accounts, by just pushing anything I could on that little thing, I hoped it closed out. This is how bad it gets. I'm not kidding you. So I go around to the other side, and meaning I have to drive my car around to the other side of the pump. I get in there, and I start to do it, and I totally see the keypad where the debit and stuff goes. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Of course there's a keypad for my debit. That other one must be broken. So another car pulls up, and I think I should tell that guy, like, don't use that one because there's no key. You mean the keypad that's right there, Juliana, that you didn't see the first time you were on that side of the pump? This is my righteousness. I'm not even kidding you. I'm always certain that I'm right up until I'm wrong. Oh my gosh. That pump was completely normal. That keypad was absolutely there. Oh my gosh. And I just thought, Juliana, you are so stressed and so overtired. Figure it out. And I just am, and it's true. Okay, but the other thing is regarding food. What happened with that was that I was so crazy today that I barely cared for myself, okay? I did not barely drink my water, not even kidding you. I only had like, I don't know, maybe 7 cups of water. I normally do, of course, 12, and with my smoothie and dressing or whatever, get 16. I had like 7 cups, that's it. And so that was a problem. I did not eat lunch. I was so busy running around campus, just trying to fill in the blanks, take care of other people. Like, it's really bad. It's a really bad time. But I'm not called to solve all the problems or be the superhero, and I certainly don't get paid, that amount to do that. And yet I always have this sense of obligation about me. And to be fair, I mean, God would say, look, I made you capable. Get on with it. I'll pay you in heaven, which of course he will most certainly do in every way. So yeah, I was running around. I hadn't eaten lunch. Well, of course, binge prone. What up? All of a sudden, I was ravenous. And luckily, I had my smoothies already made because I never drink them. I had pre-scored my oranges. I had a little baby apple. So I certainly had food on my way home. But by then, my monkey mind, and I know you guys miss coconut, it's no offense. I've been so busy 12-stepping it and surrender prayer in it, you gotta love that, that I haven't been hearing coconut lately until today. So today, with coconut, all of a sudden, I'm hearing, oh yeah, let's eat this, let's eat that. And there was one thing I was considering, but in considering it, I was realizing none was enough. Like all of a sudden, well, maybe 2, well, maybe 3, well, maybe 50,000, right? None was going to be enough, and I knew it. Like I just knew it. Then I considered another place, of course, out there getting stuff for my husband. Oh, but I could justify that because really it's just, and it's still plant-based, the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, okay, you've had enough. One of the other problems was I didn't bring any dates. And that little bit of sweet and a lot of bit of fiber has been really good for me. And I didn't bring any. And I did have a little bit of celery, but it was tired by the time I got to it. Like as it had cooled down, it turned out some of it wasn't actually very well. So anyway, yeah, I was flipping out. I was kind of flipping out. And luckily, I was able to remember what my intention was for dinner and why I'm doing this. So anyway, let's finally get to the icon of the video, which literally just said, don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of every step you take toward reaching your goal. Let's say that again. Don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of every step you take toward reaching your goal. You know, like 90 meetings in 90 days, writing down my food, doing outreach calls, pre-prepping, right? I mean, I got up this morning. I had my smoothies ready. I had my food ready, praise God. Or I could be telling you a very different story. So yeah, I want to be proud of myself. Most certainly when I reach my goal, but of course what I realize is there is no end goal, you know. There's increments, but as long as we're breathing, we have to keep striving, right? Yeah, that's another 55 years. Anyway, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. Celebrate yourself along the way, my friends. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.